Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this is going to be another one of my will I buy it or nah videos. I feel like we have a lot to talk about, so I don't even want to do a super long intro because there are so many products that we need to cover, and you guys already know I don't like doing long videos. So we are going to jump straight into it. First things, hello. You gonna do your homework? Okay. Love you.
I need a pencil.
You need a pencil?
I can't find a pencil.
I don't have a pencil. Girl, you a student, you ain't got no pencil? I think I only got our pens over there. My bad. I ain't in school.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mommy moment. So first off, let's start with Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, like, they are really on the scene. They are releasing their holiday brushes. They did come out with some holiday brushes last year. I didn't pick any of those up, but they are releasing holiday brushes. It's a 10-piece brush set. It's limited edition. It's $30. It's really cute. Just looking from the packaging alone, the packaging is super cute. I did pick up two brushes from their Pro line recently. I picked up the setting brush and their slanted foundation brush. Haven't tried out the foundation brush, but I actually really like the setting brush. So I don't know, $30 for 10 brushes. I mean, it's not the most expensive thing in the world because these days one brush can run you about $30. I just think that the packaging, like I said, is super cute. I don't think I personally would use all of the brushes. Like, if anything, I probably would use the big powder brush. I might find something to do with the eye brushes. I don't use fan brushes like that for my highlighter, so it's not something that I want to pick up personally, but I do think it's really cute. Like, the packaging is gorgeous on this. So if you're someone in the market for some new brushes, I would say try it out because I heard really good things about their brush set from last year. Now they are also coming out with some more additions to their liquid catsuit line. You guys know they came out with the catsuit lippies like a couple of years ago, and I have to say the formula of those was really good. So it looks like they're now adding catsuit eyeshadows. They're coming out with liquid catsuit eyeshadows in 3 different finishes. There's going to be shimmer, there's going to be metallic, and then there's going to be cream. Now, looking at the ones that are marketed as the cream, they all look like the same. They look like they probably would be really good bases, like a good eyeshadow base, but I don't see me wearing those over my eye just based off the picture. Now, the metallic ones look like they might be pretty cool to give like a foiled finish to an eyeshadow, but I'm not the biggest like cream eyeshadow or liquid eyeshadow person, so I feel like this is a pass for me. But I think Wet n Wild is, like, price point wise, they are affordable enough to where you could try it out, and if you don't like it, it's not going to be that big of a deal because you didn't really break the bank. And I know Walgreens has a pretty good return policy, and I think CVS as well, if they end up being something that you hate. But I think, again, price wise, like, they're affordable enough to where you could give it a try and see how it works out for you. So Too Faced is adding some more highlighters to their Diamond Light Edition. You guys know this is supposed to be a multi-use highlighter. They came out with one last year. I think it was more of like a pale pinkish shade. I remember swatching it in store and thinking, like, yeah, this would not work for me. I felt like the one they came out with last year would probably work better for someone with like pale skin, and clearly I got some melanin to my skin, so it was not going to work. But they are coming out with 2 different ones. They're coming out with Fancy Pink Diamond and Canary Diamond. Looking at Fancy Pink Diamond is definitely not something that I would pick up. I think it probably would just, again, be too light. Just not how I like my highlighters on my face. But looking at Canary Diamond, that one looks like it probably would fit my skin tone a little more, but I need to see how this swatches because it looks like it may be like really bronze kind of, and I don't know if that's something that I want on my face. I also don't use highlighter for anywhere else but like on my face and on my nose. So when they come out with these like multi-use highlighters, for me, they just don't make any sense because I'm not putting like highlighter, I'm not bathing in highlighter, okay? I love highlighter, don't get me wrong, but I'm not bathing in it. So I don't know. This one I think is definitely a pass for me. I think, you know, if it works, it works for whoever it works for. I heard really good things. Like I heard the formula was really nice on it. Like I said, when I swatched it, the swatch was nice. It wasn't like overly glittery, but I just couldn't get with that shade last year. I love the fact that they're expanding it, so now, you know, different skin tones can try it out, but I just personally don't see this being anything that I'm trying to pick up. So Violet Voss has come out with some eyeshadow palettes. They came out with 4 eyeshadow palettes: Cream Brulee, Les Macaroons, Berry Burst, and Fruit Sorbet. I remember seeing a sneak peek for these, and I just based off the names, I thought Le Macaroon was going to be like a really pretty like pastel type of palette, because most macaroons, not all, but most are like pastel that I've seen. Fruit Sorbet, I just thought that was going to be really colorful. Cream Brulee, I had a feeling it was going to be like browns and shimmers. And Berry Burst, I thought was going to have pops of cranberry in it. And I feel like 2 out of the 4 palettes are exactly what I envisioned them to be. I think these are going to release October 25th. I have not seen a price point on them yet, so I'm really curious to see how they're going to price these, because to me, they kind of put me in the mind of how the price point of the Jaclyn Hill and the Morphe Volts, which were like $15. So I feel like these, if these are more than $15, like that's way out of the price they should be. I was really disappointed with the macaroon. I wouldn't purchase it anyway. I'm not purchasing it just how it looks now, but I definitely thought it would be like, you know, more of a pastel option, like colorful pastels, because there are people out there who like colors like that. Not me, but there are some of you out there who like colors like that. And the Fruit Sorbet, I mean, they do give you those pops of color, but like, what fruit is gray? I guess, like, that kind of threw me off. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just like, what fruit is gray though, bruh? Like, I'm trying to find out, but I'm waiting to see how these are going to be priced. I don't think I'll pick up any one of these. The Berry Burst palette and the Cream Brulee are right up my alley, but they kind of remind me of the, it's the only Violet Voss palette that I have, actually. I can't think of the, is it the Holy Grail palette? I don't know. I'll try to leave the name on the screen, but they kind of remind me of the palette that I already have from them, and I don't reach for that too often. The shades are okay. They're not groundbreaking or anything like that. So again, easy pass. Okay, so I am really excited about this next product, and I have not even seen the actual product. Just the display promo picture has me so happy on the inside. Like, my inner child is so excited. They are coming out with Mary Poppins lipsticks. L'Oreal Paris is coming out with some Mary Poppins lipsticks for the Mary Poppins Returns movie. Now y'all, there are not too many movies that like get me excited, but Mary Poppins, I freaking loved the Mary Poppins movie as a child. Like, cause the spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Come on, like, who does not? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim. Am I showing my age here? Like, I love Mary Poppins, and the fact that they're coming out with the Mary Poppins Returns, like, I've always felt like they needed to continue on the Mary Poppins movie, and I don't know, I'm really excited. So I have no idea what these lipsticks look like. I just saw the display picture and I was like, girl, I'm gonna get, even if I just get one for the packaging, like, I'm gonna get it, because I love Mary Poppins. Whatever. So Rihanna's holiday collection, the Fenty Beauty collection, you know, they came out with the collection last year, which had the, was it the like Space Galaxy one with the purple or stuff? I didn't care for that. I'm not even gonna lie. And then this year she has come out with a Killawatt Foil Freestyle highlighter palette. I've gotta say, this palette, like, half the palette is really, well, the whole palette as a whole is interesting, but half the palette is super interesting to me. Like, there's like 3 shades that I know for sure I want to wear on my face, and then the other shades, I feel like they're different. They're really out there, not necessarily anything that I want to try out. I think they probably would be really good for mixing, and y'all know I love mixing products, but I'm not gonna pay $54 for, which is, I mean, $54 for a highlighter palette is not like a bad price, but I'm just at the point, I have so many highlighters. Like, a highlighter really has to stand out to me, and it has to just kind of speak to me. And like I said, I think 3 of them are really pretty, but not anything that I want to get my hands on. It kind of reminds me of the Becca Apres, was that the name of the Apres highlighter, that collection that they came out with? That palette kind of puts me in the mind of that, and I had that one and I really like it, so I don't feel the need to get this one. She's coming out with the mini fairy bomb for $20. There are the matchsticks by the dozen, which are gonna run you $129 in limited edition. I do not feel like that is something that I would pick up, especially not for that price. She's coming out with some more of the Mademoiselle lipsticks. They're supposed to be 10, and from what I've seen, these are all new shades. I have a few of the Mademoiselle lipsticks. I really love how they feel on the lips, but this is going to be $149, and no, I'm not doing it for $149. And then she's coming out with the frosted lipstick set. You get 3 for $36. That price is a lot more reasonable, but I don't like frosted lipstick, so it's a pass for me. Honestly, this whole holiday collection as a whole is a really easy pass for me. The only thing I probably would have been interested in was the highlighter palette, and like I said, I can't do it. Like, I think some of the shades are really unique, but not unique enough for me to want to pick it up. So just everything about this collection it's a pass. I mean, it does feel wintry, I will say that. Like, her collection last year, I didn't really get the theme of it, the Space Galaxy one, but it does seem wintry, and it definitely goes with the season. So although I love me some Fenty Beauty, you know, these products, the holiday ones, the holiday releases, I ain't feeling it. Dose of Colors is coming out with a holiday palette. This one is called Snow Angels. It is the one that has the 5 eyeshadows in it. Now, I've seen some really good things about the Dose of Color 5-pan eyeshadows. I've never tried it out myself. I don't know. The only one that kind of stood out to me was the one that had like the berry shades in it. But just looking at it, I do think these are some really pretty colors. It has some really pretty, you know, cranberries, which you guys know I love. It has that pop of blue. I love me a good pop of blue. And then there's that black shade, but it's not really black. It's more of like a navy, like a dark navy type of color. I thought it was black just glancing at it at first, but as I'm looking at it more, it looks more like a navy type of blue. And then you have something that probably would be a nice like underbrow highlight shade, or like an all over lid shade. I think this is a really pretty palette. Do I want to pick it up? No, I don't. But I do think the colors in here are pretty. If you're someone who likes the Dose of Colors eyeshadow palettes, I think this would probably be some really pretty colors to add to your collection. But for me, it is also an easy pass. I feel like most of the stuff that is releasing is an easy pass for me, because it just isn't something that I want to pick up. And then finally, let's talk about Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs is teaming up with Harvey Nichols, and they are releasing the Leopard Frost collection. First of all, I do not shy away from good animal print, and I think the packaging on this is stunning. Like, I love the leopard print. I think that is so pretty to have on like an eyeshadow palette and on your lipsticks. But once you get past the packaging, I am not here for it. Just like looking at the eyeshadows, I mean, there is that one pretty cranberry shade, which of course is gonna draw me in. But everything else, like, I don't know, like those 2 brownie shades, like they look like they're probably matte. I don't know. They look like they're matte. Those are the weirdest colors. Like, that is not something to me that is gonna look flattering on the eye. One looks like mud. The other one looks like doo-doo. Like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. I do think that silver is a really pretty silver. Like I said, I like the cranberry shades. It just isn't cohesive enough for me to want to pick it up. So this should have been an anti-haul, because I don't think I've wanted to pick up anything. This should have been an anti-haul. It's just not, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, those mattes are really throwing me off. It's really, really weird. The swatches aren't doing it for me. Not at all. And even the lipsticks, I think the lipsticks are like frosted lipsticks, hence the name Leopard Frost. I don't like a frosty lip. Okay, my lips are too big to be looking frosty. So these do not do anything for, like, they don't draw me in at all. I don't even like the colors. I don't like frosted lipstick on anyone. Oh, I don't like frosted lipsticks. They just remind me of like old old people. But if you wear frosted lipsticks, girl, do you do you, boo. I think the packaging is really, really nice, but that's just kind of like where the buck stops. The buck stops here. I don't like it. So the company Carroty is coming out the eyeshadow palette. It's supposed to release November 1st. I'm not familiar with Carroty at all. Like, not at all. And don't drag me if Carroty is your favorite makeup company, okay? I'm just not familiar with Carroty. I don't know where you purchase it or anything. But they are coming out with this eyeshadow palette that is called Picante. And I have to tell you, I want this palette. I want this palette. I don't know how much this palette is going to cost. Like I said, I don't even know anything about the company. The company could be trash. I don't know. But these colors in here, now granted, they kind of remind me of the Morphe 35O palette. Not all of them, but some of the shades, like the first top 2 rows remind me of the Morphe 35O palette. But that bottom row, baby, has Tiffany all over it. Like, I am so intrigued. I love the color scheme. I love the color story. I'm looking at it as if it was like quads. Like, you can just take certain sections out of this palette, make it into quads, and I will buy it. Like, these colors look so bomb. Like I said, I have no clue who this company is. I don't know how much this palette is going to be. But if it's not something like really extra, if it's like $100 and something palette for a company I never heard of, I'm not buying it. But if it is something within price range, like, I'm going to pick it up because, ooh, like, my eyes are just breaking this palette down into different sections. And I'm loving everything that I see. These colors, this palette is going to be mine. Yes, it's supposed to be available November 1st on the Carroty website. I'm going to have to go and check them out and see because I want this. Alright guys, so that is it for this edition of Will I Buy It or Nah? Even though it seems like most of the stuff was a nah for me, that Carroty palette, I definitely want that. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the video. Let me know what you think of the products I showed. If you plan on picking any of these up, definitely let me know down below. There's probably going to be another Will I Buy It or Not video coming soon, just because like they are releasing so many products. Like every day there's like 6 new things out, so it's really hard to keep up, but I'm trying to do my best. But let me know what you guys think of the video and of the products I showed. As always, thank you guys so much for continuing to rock with me, and until next time, bye YouTube.